welcome to Gyan Vihar University. I am Dr. Mahendra Kumar Dhakat. Today we discuss about educational principles and yoga practice. Friends, education is the process of facilitating learning or the acquisition of knowledge, skill, values, beliefs, and habits. The knowledge, skill, and understanding that you get from attending a school, college, or university involves following factors: teaching, a process involving methods; learning, a process of adjustment through action; teacher, a person who directs the process; student, a person who adjusts himself through the action; subject or activity, content of learning; and environment, conducted; class or situation in which the whole process is conducted, that is environment. Edu means to lead out or to draw out. Shiksha from the Sanskrit root shash, to discipline, to control, to instruct. Vidya from the Sanskrit verbal root vid, to know. Gyan, knowledge, and talim, education. Rigved, Indian concept of education in Rigved. Education is something which makes a man self-reliant and selfless. And Upanishads, education is that who and product is salvation. According Shankaracharya ji, education is the realization of the self. According Acharya Kautilya, education means training for the country and love for the nation. Training for the country and love for the nation. And according Swami Vivekananda ji, education is the manifestation of perfect already in man. In other words, education is the manifestation of divine perfection that's already in the man. In yogic education in Gurukul, a guru given knowledge, skills, and all type shiksha in Gurukul, and shiksharthi live with guru in Guru Ashram and Gurukula. What is yogic education? We see the historical perspective. A discipline for teaching yogic practice and its application. Very ancient discipline, one of the most important and valuable heritage of India. Gurukul system, Guru, the guide, mentor, and decision maker. Education in natural setting, ashram, No fixed hours of teaching, a continuous process. Knowledge from one generator to another. Yoga was restricted restricted to specific people, sects. More emphasis on recitation. Guru used to decide it. Ancient education traditions in India. First, we see family tradition, hunting, agriculture, trade, crafts, scripture, that is family work. Some work, some training and skills given in family tradition as a hunting, agriculture, trade, craft, handicraft, drawing, painting in family tradition. B is Gurukul tradition. And C, university education. Nalanda in Bihar, Takshila in Punjab, Ujjain in MP are center of university. History of Vedic education, pre-Vedic period, Vedic period, pre-classical period, Upanishad period, epic period, and classical period in Sutra period and Puranic period, and post-colonial yoga, medieval period and modern period. This is a timeline of yogic education. Historical timeline of yogic philosophies, text and key figures. Vedic and Vedic period, there are 4 Vedas. And Upanishad period, and the Sutra period, pre-classical epic period, Sutra period, and Tantras, Shiv Tantra, Shiva Tantra, Mahatma Tantra, Hatha Yoga, Pradipika, the Gherarnya Samhita. In modern period, first yoga studio in ancient established in Haridwar by Indra Devi and Swami Vivekanand and Sri Krishnamacharya and other gurus. In Vedas, 4 Vedas, Upanishad and Mahabharat, Ramayana, Gita is pre-classical and epic period, historical period. Then Sutra period, Patanjali Sutra, Samadhi Pad, Sadhana Pad, Vibhuti Pad and Kevalya Pad. And Darshanas period, Shad Darshan, Astik Darshan. modern. 1890 to 1932, Swami Vivekananda, born in 1863 and he's passed away, Moksha Prapti in 1902. Vivekananda ji, Sri Aurobindo, or Vivekananda ji gives a Raj Yoga, Sri Aurobindo ji give a integral yoga, Swami Madhav Das ji and Raja of Mysore, Krishna Raja Wadiyar, Raja of Andhra, Bhavantrao Pant, K.V. Iyer, Athletic Yoga, Swami Kovalyanand Ji Maharaj, Medical Effects of Yoga, and Sri Yogendra Ji, Yoga for Health, and T. Krishnamacharya Ji, Spiral Vinyasa, Stalic, Medical and Athletic Yoga, Iyengar Ji, Static Yoga, Joyce, Moving Yoga, Desika Char, Vini Yoga, Indra Ji, Sai Yoga, Indra Devi, and Bikram Yoga, and Sri Shiva Anand Ji, Sectarian Yoga, and Devanand Ji Maharaj, Shivanand Yoga. That is the tradition of yoga and give a different type yoga. That is a yoga tradition in India. Raj Yoga to Shivanand Yoga, Vikram Yoga, Sai Yoga, Moving Yoga, Static Yoga. There are lotus type yoga. Then class management. Yoga class. Classroom management is a term used by teachers to describe the process of ensuring that classroom lesson run smoothly despite disruptive behavior by students. Aspects of classroom management: the managing the physical environment, physical condition of the classroom, lighting, furniture arrangement, seating arrangement. And B aspect, second aspect is establishing classroom routine. Another, directing and controlling learning. Beginners, experienced school children, special attention group, all have different needs and should be managed accordingly. Create an atmosphere for freedom, friendliness, mutual help and understanding, building a strong positive relationships with the students, understanding the unique body and mindset, present lesson content in competent and stimulating fashion, understanding the multicultural and individual differences within a classroom, promoting a love for learning and success, presenting engaging instruction, consistent and fair discipline, well practiced routine, prepare well, stating simple and clear expectations for rules, staging appropriate interventions, telling a student what to do to make your life easier, prepare some rule, you can, you can't, you can, you can't, some rules, and engaging, teaching lessons in a style you want to teach because it is easiest for you. A power struggle between teacher and student overlooking of adolescent student needs geared towards the teacher's preferences, inconsistent discipline or overlooking of problems, classroom favoritism, unplanned, full of numerous, illogical, overbearing rules and consequences, and classroom management some general guidelines. Allow reasonable amount of time for special activities. Avoid the use of threats. Keep your sense of humor. Compliment students on worthy contributions. Handle calmly all undesirable attempts to attract attention. Try to involve all students in class activities. Always have planned alternate activities ready for emergency situations. Never be sarcastic. Implement group oriented methodologies such as cooperative learning approach, peer tutoring, and team learning. In class management, dealing with difficult students, attention, warning, counseling, separation, and student teacher relationship. Sitting arrangement, which type sitting arrangement is useful for a student and teacher and necessary for a teacher. Instructions clear, concise, well understood. Instructions given by teachers for student. some discussion session, question answer session, and extra class practice and assignments work. Better classroom management: keep calm and seek help. Again, the answer is training and implementation in your classroom. Seek help from your seniors. Seek professional development opportunities from administrators. Pour through online resources and books. Seek out effective teachers to observe and learn from. And teaching methods: different teaching methods for yoga classes, yoga education. First, lecturing method, demonstration method, collaborating methods. In collaborating methods, first classroom discussions and debriefing. And direct practice method, project methods. No methods is good or bad. No simple formula to choose a particular method. Combination of methods should stimulate creative thinking and independent thinking. Merit and demerit of lecture method. First we see merits. Lecture method is convenient and usually makes the most sense, especially with larger classroom sizes. Allows maximum control to teacher. Presents minimal threats to student or teacher. Lets professors address the most people at once in the most general manner. Gives the instructor or teacher chance to expose students to unpublished or not readily available material. Cost effective, economy of time, teacher controls pace of presentation. And some demerits are as follows as well. Students play a passive role which may hinder learning. Attempt to cover too much material in given time. An easy teaching method but a far less effective learning strategy. It is mainly theory and one-way communication. Experts are not always good teachers. The important thing is Experts are not always good teacher. Can't have a feel experience. 80% of lecture information forgotten one day later, and 80% of remainder fades in 1 month. Presumes that all students are learning at the same pace. Lectures, writing and speaking skills. Classes tend to be too large or personalized instructions creates passive learners, provides little feedback to learners, student attention wavers in less than 30 minutes, teacher attempts to teach all that he or she has learned in a lifetime about a subject in 1 hour. Poorly delivered lecture acts as a disincentive for learning. Effective learning rarely occurs. And lecture methods, some key points. Enthusiasm is key element. Understand the content. Use notes but do not read your lecture. Speak clearly and loudly enough to be heard in the back of the room. Make eye contact. Use creative movement. Create a change of pace. Distribute a skeletal outline from if it helps the learner identify key points. Lecturer must make constant and conscious efforts to become aware of student problems and engage the students to give verbal feedback. Then we see demonstrations method. Process of teaching through example or experiments. A demonstration may be used to prove a fact through a combination of visual evidence and associate reasoning. Demonstrations are similar to written storytelling An example in that they allow students to personally relate to the presentation information. The demonstrator must be well selected. Then planning the activities, make sure that the materials are easily available. Likewise, get prepared with possible substitutes. The demonstrator must try the activity several times before the real demonstrations. The demonstrator must be ready with one the sport revision, such as alternative steps. Arrange the observers around the demonstrations area or at the distance where they will be able to observe fully what is going on. The place must be quiet in order to sustain the observers' attention and interest during the activity. Extreme care must be taken in performing some delicate steps. The activity must not be interrupted by unnecessary announcements or noise in the surroundings. Allow some questions which bothered them during the demonstration. And some advantage of demonstrations: gives a visual image to students. It will not result to trial and error learning, as what happens with unplanned learning activities. Curiosity and keen observing ability are instilled among the observer. Then next method is collaborations. Allows student to actively participate in the learning process by talking with each other, listening to other points of view. Collaboration establishes a personal connection between students and the topic of study, helps students think in a less personally biased way. Group projects and discussions, good tools to assess students' abilities to work as a team, leadership skills, and presentation abilities. Teacher can give short feedback at the end or in the following lesson. Classroom group discussion. The most common type of collaborative method of teaching in a classroom must have clear objectives conveyed to class, preparatory work of students very important, physical environment must be appropriate, size of the group 10 to 20. Discussion can be either facilitated by a teacher or by a student. Set the ground rules for the discussion. Teacher prepares some questions or statements to get the discussing going. Allow for quiet time to process. Ensure that quiet students have an opportunity to join the discussion. Redirect group when they stray from topic. Ensure the tone of the group in respectful. Be in tune with the feelings of the group and acknowledge them. Evaluate the discussion by determining whether critical thinking occurred. It is not the amount of discussion that occurred, but the quality of the discussion that matters. Effective classroom discussion can be achieved by probing more questions among the students, paraphrasing the information received, using questions to develop critical thinking with questions like, can we take this one step further? What solutions do you think might solve this problem? How does this relate to what we have learned about? How does this relate to your own experience? What do you think causes? What are the implications of? The advantage of collaborative teaching methods and group discussion. Meets principles of adult learning. Excellent vehicle for effective content. Allows less experienced learner to benefit from more experienced learners. Can stimulate critical thinking. Also a democratic way of handling a class where each student is given equal opportunity to interact and put forth their views. Enhance student understanding. Add content to academic content. Broaden student perspectives. Highlight opposing viewpoints. Reinforce knowledge. Build confidence and support community in learning. And disadvantage: faculty may not feel in control. Sometimes difficult to keep on track, may be difficult to deal with emotions that arise, challenging to prevent some student from monopolizing the discussion, takes a great deal of preparation if done correctly, must be able to establish a climate of trust and respect. The term debriefing refers to conversational session that resolve around the sharing and examining of information after a specific events has taken place. It takes into consideration the experience and facilitates reflection and feedback. Debriefing may involve feedback to the student or among the student, but this is not the intent. The intent is to allow the student to allow and to judge their experience and progress toward change or transformation. The intent is to help them come to terms with their experience. Students may have to be guided to completely debrief. Directed practice method. Out of class hours for revision, practice, enhance skills and performance levels. Practice at home, asanas, Shuddhi Kriyas, etc. Out of class practice. Success depends on students' interest and motivation. Project method. To put into practice what they have learned. Assignments, dissertations, industry internship, preparing models, seminar, conference, visit to well-known yoga centers. Teaching aids. Teaching aids. We remember 20% of what we hear. We remember 30% of what we see. We remember 50% of what we see and hear. We remember 90% of what we say and do. I hear, I forget, I see, I remember, I do, I understand. It is a that is a assumptions of education. Teaching aids are the tool that teachers use them in the classroom, such as flashcard, maps, cassette, and blackboard. A teaching a teaching aid is a tool used by teachers to help learner improve reading and other skills, illustrate or reinforce a skill, fact, or idea, and relieve anxiety, fear, or boredom. Since many teaching aids are like games, category of teaching aids: first, audio aids, visual aid, and audio visual aids. There are three categories of teaching aids. Audio visual aid apply anything by means of which learning process may be encouraged or carried on through the sense of hearing or the sense of sight. And other classification of audiovisual aids: projected and non-projected teaching aid. Non-project teaching aids: graphics, pictures, chart, maps, graphs, puppet, flashcard, poster, display boards, bulletin board, funnel board, magnetic board, specimens, graphics, and board. And 3D ads: gloves, models, object, field trip. And audio ads as radio, tape recorder, language laboratory. And activity ads: demonstrations, dramatics, experiments, programmed instructions. And projected methods: slide film, strip, OHP, and sound films. People generally remember learning activities. People are able to learning outcomes. Active learning and passive learning. 10% of what we read, 20% what they hear, 30% what they see, 50% what they see and hear, 70% of what they say and write, and 90% what they do. The first 20% define, list, describe, explain anything, and 50% demonstrate, apply, and practice. And last, the higher, the 70 to 90% analyze, define, create, evaluate, or come in the outcome of the learning activities. Need and importance: clarity, attention and interest, best motivators, use of maximum senses, saving time and effort, fixing and recalling the knowledge, encouraging activities, introductory variety, development of scientific attitude, direct experiences, promotion of international understanding, Principle of selection. First, educational value, realization of objectives, people centeredness, interest and motivation. 5, simplicity. 6, relevancy and suitability. 7, accuracy. 8, encouragement. 9 is well preparedness. Avoiding too many ads. 10 is avoiding too many ads. 11 is integration. And 12 is availability of resources, size of classroom, finance, facilities, experienced teachers. Then we discuss about lesson planning. Successful planning is necessary to achieve the objective of teaching, to cause desirable change in the student. Advantage of lesson plan are: it helps to teacher to organize his thinking, increase the teacher's confidence and prevent him from losing direction during the lesson session, helps the teacher to keep the teaching procedure and objectives in mind, ensure availability of necessary materials and saves last minute rush for arrangements and anxiety caused by such situations, serve as an aid for future plan, essential of a good lesson plan. Should be prepared shortly before use, should be specific and detailed, should take cognizance of individual differences. For this should include: first, statement of objective of the lesson, statement of material needed, description of method and procedure to be used, provision for linking previous and future plans to be used, provisions for comments by the teacher after the lesson. Methods of introducing and correcting yoga practice. Setting the atmosphere suitable for the lesson by prayer or prayerful mood. Introduction to the practice by verbal instruction and demonstration to give complete picture. Analyzing the whole performance into suitable parts of stages. Students' individual practice time to get the feel. Group practice under the guidance and supervision of the teacher, detection and correction of mistaken in the performance, giving instructions with emphasis on salient points, repeat demonstrations with clear explanation of the various stages involved, repeat practice by the group, discussion, modification, lead up, practice for weaker students, complete rest in Shavasana in the end, sum up point covered and question answer session, and final self evaluation by the teacher. Lesson plans for asan, pranayam, kriya, surya namaskar, use support sheet provided and the prepared by students. We may prepare lesson yoga for different age groups, benefits of yoga for different age groups, principles of use, first preparation, awareness, teachers preparation, student participation, second proper presentation, handling, checking, timely presentation, avoiding distractions, third is protection and preservation, action, follow up and evaluation. Thank you very much.